Welcome again to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show, where today we're going to unbox this. Well, it's already unboxed, but I'm going to take you through it because why not? Creedence's Clearwater Revival. Can't go wrong with some CCR. Let's get into it. Creedence'S Clearwater Revival. Here you go. Limited collector's edition 45 RPM vinyl box set. 15 classic CCR, 45 RPM singles, rare picture sleeves, deluxe color 40-page booklet, etc, etc. You remember there was a thing called PopMarket on the internet? Well, they used to sell stuff like this super duper cheap. And so I had to grab it. Who doesn't love a bit of Creedence, right? So I had to get this. I have been loving these songs for a long time. My dad used to listen to this stuff in the car when he was around. And yeah, it's just one of those things where it just rubs off onto you. You know, you end up becoming a fan of the music too. So here we go. Here is a look at all the singles. There you go. But let's have a look at them all, okay? We'll take out one by one. Here is your first look. What a great 45. Remember when 45s used to look this cool? So it's Porterville and Call It Pretending. Now, these are not in any order. I'm just pulling them out of the box and we're going to go through them that way. But yeah, very cool. Awesome. Look at that. Love that artwork. So cool. Susie Q. All right, now what's on this one? So you got Susie Q Part 1. Susie Q Part 2. Very cool. I've listened to all of these, by the way, and they all sound fantastic. Walk on the Water. Very cool. And I Put a Spell on You. There you go. Proud Mary and Born on the Bayou. Very, very cool. Of course, Bad Moon Rising and Lodi. Green River and Commotion. How cool is that? Love it. Fortunate Son. Probably everyone's favorite song, right? A lot of people love that song. And yeah, Down on the Corner. Very, very cool. Traveling Band and Who'll Stop the Rain. So good. Love this stuff, man, so much. John Fogerty was one hell of a songwriter, that's for sure. Run Through the Jungle and Up Around the Bend. Up Around the Bend obviously was covered by Hanoi Rocks, and they do such a good version of it. It's the first song on Two Steps on the Move. So good. Such a great tune. That riff as well. Up Around the Bend. Long as I Can See the Light. And Looking Out My Back Door. Same thing on both sides. Probably one of the most well-known songs. Have You Ever Seen the Rain? And Hey Tonight. That's a classic. Ramones covered it, did a great version of it. Door to Door and Sweet Hitchhiker. Very, very cool. Someday Never Comes and Tearing Up the Country. Heard It Through the Grapevine. Actually, probably that's the most famous song, right? Good Golly Miss Molly. Nice. How good is Good Golly Miss Molly? Remember the Jim Jones review did a really good version of Good Golly Miss Molly? So this is cool. 45 revolutions per minute, part 1 and part 2. For promotion only. How cool is this? It's like a bonus dish you get. And then you have the booklet. Now, the booklet is awesome as. Right, so let's go through this booklet. Creedence Clearwater, the singles collection. So, there you go. You get liner notes. Always great reads. I love this sort of stuff. I love rock history, you know. All these covers. Love this stuff so much. I'm such a nerd for seeing things like that. I've read this book. It's actually a really good read. And yeah, just cool. Just really, really cool. Look at this, man. So there we go. Every song was like an instant hook. That is so true. I remember the very first time that I was ever introduced to CCR, and I was kind of like, it's just my dad's music. But then, you know, you kind of listen to it properly and you're kind of like, yeah, you know what, this is actually really, really good stuff. Like really, really good riffs. And so then when my dad played it, I kind of didn't care. I was like, yeah, man, this is rocking. You know, I mean, it wasn't fussed that he was playing it because he always listened to rock music. What was the other band that he used to always listen to? There was another band of his that he was always... Canned Heat, that was it. That was the other band that my dad was really into. As well as Rolling Stones, AC/DC, and stuff like that. And there we go. Very, very cool. That is a look at the Creedence Clearwater Revival's singles collection box set. I don't know if it's still available. I have no idea. I bought it off PopMarket way back many, many years ago. Whenever it was released or something, I guess. Which, what does it say here when it was released? I can't even see a date. Oh, 2009. Yeah, that would make sense. 2009 sounds about right. Yeah, it was cheap. Super cheap. But anyway, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show. Take care of yourselves. Look after each other. Go check out some CCR if you haven't already because they're awesome. It's not just Dad's music. All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.